Good day! I'm LG from Victory Davao in Mintal, and here is God's Word for you today. From the book of Psalm chapter 27 verse 13, it says, I would have lost heart unless I had believed that I would see the goodness of the Lord in the land of the living. When we choose to see things from God's perspective, it changes how we feel. The thing that fuels our old negative feelings is our thinking. What we think produces how we feel. In Romans, we are told not to conform to the pattern of this world, but be transformed by the renewing of our minds. When we start thinking the right way, our life starts going the right way. But changing our thoughts is a process. Some of our thoughts and our reactions to the thoughts are so ingrained in us that they've become automatic. So how do we start transforming our minds? Firstly, we need to replace our negative thinking with thoughts that are praiseworthy. You can find that in Philippians chapter 4 verse 8. It is empowering to remember that we can choose our thoughts. And if some of our thoughts have become so overwhelming, we can ask for help in replacing them with good things. The more we read the Bible and spend time with God, the more we'll be able to see which of our thoughts are godly and which are not. The Bible encourages us to take our thoughts captive and see if they line up with God's truth. You can find that in 2 Corinthians chapter 10 verse 5. Secondly, we need to remember God's goodness to us in the past. David said, I would have lost heart unless I had believed that I would see the goodness of the Lord in the land of the living. Wait on the Lord, be of good courage, and He shall strengthen your heart. We can choose to worry about the problems we have now, or remember the times God's come through for us before. The more we remember how good and faithful God is, the more we are able to see things from God's perspective. What now? Write down a few of the thoughts you have about yourself throughout the day. Then, look at each one in turn and see whether it lines up with God's truth about who you are. This is God's Word for you today.